Energy CS Opiyo Wandayi appearing on a TV47 Mfahamu Kiongozi Wako episode, saying that ideologically President William Ruto is a staunch supporter of ODM and a founder of ODM, that the president and ODM are alike. It is like a father and a son, saying that President William Ruto is the son of Raila Odinga politically.
I know you're working with someone who you criticized before. That is President William Ruto. How is it? And how do you see him now you're working closer to him?
Well, you see, I don't think it is true to say that I'm working with someone we haven't worked with before. Criticizing, yes, that was normal. Because anytime, so long as we were in different political formations, we would criticize one another. But remember, President William Ruto was the founder of ODM, my current party. Yes. So, truth be told, ideologically speaking, President William Ruto and the ODM fraternity are ideologically very aligned. In terms of ideology, we are very...
Remember, President William Ruto and Raila Odinga made a coalition agreement or the coalition government back in 2007-2008 post-election when the late President Mwai Kibaki had to shake hands with Raila Odinga to form the coalition government, where now the president became the Minister for Higher Education and later became the Minister for Agriculture in the said regime 2007 to 2012 government or 2012 government, where things now fall apart when the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga dismisses President William Ruto over the allegations of corruption. And Opiyo Wandayi says that President and Raila Odinga are still bond friends since they shared a lot of ideologies and formed government. And then it seems that the friendship has not soared, that he wonders why many people are angry when President William Ruto had to shake hands with Raila Odinga through the broad-based government approach. Opiyo Wandayi further said that he was not even expecting in his history of life to have ever been a CS, even if Raila would have won the presidency seat, that he is just a loyal supporter and a foot soldier of Raila Odinga.
Any single moment, imagine that I would be appointed to the position of cabinet secretary. Not even if Baba had been declared the president. I must confess.
Not even when Baba would have been a president.
Correct. It would have been very, very difficult, yes, for me to be appointed a cabinet secretary. Considering the fact that I was already a member of parliament and above all, leader of minority. Okay? But things happened because of God's plan. I never knew that at one point in time, President William Ruto would open his government and accommodate persons from ODM or from other parties rather than the parties forming Kenya Kwanza coalition. As it is, here we are. But more importantly,
he said he didn't even imagine that it would cross his mind that one day in Kenyan history, CS Opiyo Wandayi will be named as a cabinet secretary in this country. You know, Opiyo Wandayi said that during his early days in the University of College course studying, he used to work with Raila Odinga on student councils and attending forums for youth during the Orange ODM or Orange Democratic Movement regime, particularly those days.
Actually, after I graduated, I started working very closely with Baba Raila Odinga as his aide. And I was chasing errands here and there for him, political errands.
So you worked with Raila Odinga as his aide?
Oh, yes.
For how long?
Way back from... I knew Baba much earlier. Even when I was in the University of Nairobi, we were with him very closely. doing student politics and collaborating with him. Yes, in many things.
So that is something Kenyans don't know.
I'm sure they know.
No, not everyone. You don't assume everyone did know this.
So when I graduated, I continued working closely with Baba and other political players then in Ford, Kenya.
Were you seeing yourself in politics, or rather were you preparing
I was still playing politics, but I never imagined I would one day venture into elective politics, even at that stage. So around that time, there were a lot of activities. There was a clamor for reforms and constitutional change.
And now that Kenyans must accept that in politics, no one is an enemy. It's only people differ in terms of ideologies and in terms of the agendas. But if Father Word had said that if you compare the agenda of President William Ruto and that of ODM, it's similar and equal. It's only that some has a different, or the parties had a different way of doing their own things. But the final approach of all those things said was, one, they will reach an approach of empowering Kenyans, like what Kenya Kwanza government is doing through its empowerment for youth and women across the country. Opiyo Wandayi say that he is looking forward that President William Ruto and ODM party leader Raila Odinga extend the handshake to beyond 2027 until President William Ruto retires in 2032 as the Kenyan president. Listen to him.
We serve the same country. That is something that must be in the minds of every well-meaning Kenyan. That from wherever we are, whatever it is we are doing, whoever we are serving one country.
I know we are serving one country.
Yes. So when the call came, I accepted.
Did it feel like a dream?
I felt very excited, of course, but for the first time I was going to experience a new thing. I remember I'd been in Parliament for about 12 or so years. Yes. So having an experienced executive was going to be exciting anyway. But I must thank His Excellency the President, Dr. William Ruto, for having the confidence in me that I could serve in his cabinet. Remember, at the end of the day, it is the prerogative of the president. It is the prerogative of the president to appoint whomsoever he feels like appointing.